Arc Raiders was under some hot water this morning after a computer engineer found a bug in which this bug would reveal private excessive information of Discord users. This computer engineer by the name of Timothy Meadows went out of his way to play the game just for shits and giggles, but also was looking at something in his computer to see what kind of information Arc Raiders would write or log in whenever he plays, until he saw one file that shouldn't belong there. This is actually pretty crazy because it does remind us about protecting our data and not just connecting our accounts to games so willy-nilly because of things like this, and we're going to be breaking it down here today. So the Player of the Game award is going to have to go to Timothy Meadows. Again, he's a computer engineer who was, again, playing Arc Raiders, and he found this bug. He saw a file that was clearly labeled as discord.log, and in that file there was some private sensitive information that would probably make you sweat the moment you saw it. Like, we're talking private messages, friends list presence. You're talking about so many things that you saw in the file that you think to yourself, why does Embark Studios, the developers behind Arc Raiders, would want to do with this kind of information? Like, this whole thing wasn't encrypted, there wasn't hidden texts or anything like that. It was in plain text. You can literally see the conversations that you had with people, even in your private DMs when you were playing Arc Raiders. And not only did he find private DMs when he was going through the Discord file, he also saw a Discord bearer token. Now, what a Discord bearer token is it's basically, if I can say, like, in layman terms, it's almost like an ID card that represents your account. But this ID card is like saying, like, I am you. So when Embark has this code, is to say that, okay, I don't need a password and an email to gain access to Progeny's account. I have his Discord bearer token, which gives me access to his account to begin with. Now, usually when you link your Discord to a game, a lot of times you're doing it mainly for incentives, like maybe a free cosmetic, if you will. Also, you want to let people know that you're playing the game too. Like, you know, you have that thing where it's your name and then it says, oh, you was playing this game like 2 hours ago. Some people want that. Like, that's kind of like the light version of the integration. Something must have happened on Embark Studios' end where the integration just really just gave them broad access to your information. They know your friends, they know your DMs, they know the servers that you're in, they know your activity. It was really scary stuff to see in those files. Timothy Meadows did want to report this privately. He did mention he wanted to report it privately. He clicked on a link that would lead him to a place where he can just report that issue to Embark Studios, but the link was broken. With that, he decided, okay, I can't report this privately. I'm going to have to make this publicly known. Because of course he's not going to keep that information to himself. That is very sensitive information. That is a critical issue that needs to be fixed. So we got an announcement from Embark themselves, and they mentioned that the team is also working on a hot fix to address an issue where the Discord SDK logged excessive user information. Rest assured that your private and or personal data was not sent outside your machine, and Embark has not and will not review or keep such information. We will disable the Discord SDK logging, and we are conducting a deeper audit to ensure no further issues. If you have any questions or concerns, please contact our support team. I'm gonna give them credit to them, because after that announcement, say like 30-40 minutes later, a hotfix was released and they solved the issue. Timothy Meadows saw an issue. He went through all the proper channels. He couldn't find a proper channel to report it, so he made it public, and there was a little bit of a panic, there was a little bit of a scare, and then Embark caught wind of the issue and they tackled it in like hours. Even Timothy Meadows updated his blog, and he was talking about how, like, hey, they patched the issue, good on them. Timothy did also add a few things. He was giving a list of things for different parties such as Embark Studios and for Discord to do, but he also gave us something for us users as well that were affected by this. And it's pretty straightforward. Just change your password and don't share your log files with anyone. And then finally, disconnect your Discord from Arc Raiders. I was at work when this news broke out and I was like keeping up with this. But by the time I got home and I hopped on, my PC here and wanted to play Arc Raiders because I was streaming that night, I decided to just disconnect. It's pretty scary when you think about it because the whole fiasco just reminds you how scary things can be when you connect one account to another platform. And if you realize this, Discord integration is everywhere. It's on apps, it's on games, it's on social media platforms, it's everywhere. So it kind of makes you think twice about connecting one account to another because you don't know what information you are handing over to the next entity. And I'll be honest, and this happened to me too. There's a lot of people that actually do these things and they don't even think twice. They see a cosmetic and they're like, oh my God, I want that cosmetic. And they just connect their Discord. Or they just want their friends to know that they're playing the game. So they connect their Discord. They don't really think about the consequences that could follow from even exposing that kind of information. Discord, usually when integration takes place with Discord, they only say like, hey, like we just want to know like if you're playing the game, how long you play the game, what's your Discord account, and that's really it. Like, hey, we may throw you some incentives. We just want to know your Discord, and that's really it. But what happened here is absolutely scary, and it just shows that a small glitch, may be intentional or not, can actually expose you out in the open. And it's not even like like Arc Raiders or Embark Studios can have this information, but say you have a Discord log in your computer and you have a virus. Let's say, God forbid, you get a virus on your computer. That virus would probably harvest information from your computer. And if your Discord log was harvested, then now you have a hacker or you have a virus that now obtained that sensitive information. And now you're really screwed. And you and I both know that we wouldn't do what Timothy did. We're not going to play video games on Steam and then look at all the logs that are popping up on the other monitor. We don't have time to do that. We don't have the patience nor even the attention to do that. We just want to play our games. But Timothy is the GOAT here. He really went out of his way to see what Arc Raiders logs in when he plays the game, again, for shits and giggles. And then he saw the Discord situation and he addressed it. Embark heard it. They got on top of it. They solved it very quickly. I think this was a pretty good thing. I personally don't think Embark would do this maliciously. I'm pretty sure it wasn't intentional. I don't think they would do something like that. But just to see something like your Discord integration just fully exposing your private information and even handing out something as sensitive as a Discord bearer token is very scary, and it really makes you think twice before you integrate one account into another. But anyways, I just wanted to talk about it real quick. I thought it was absolutely crazy. I just hopped on my computer and I just disconnected my Discord from Arc Raiders first thing. But anyways, guys, I gotta go pack up for BlurredCon. Maybe I'll see you in the next video, in the next live stream. I don't know when that is. I'll probably be in the next few days. But until then, I will see you guys next time. Take care. Peace.